Billy B. Brown, The Soccer Star by Sally Rippon. Chapter 1. Billy B. Brown has 15 freckles, 6 pairs of stripy socks, and 1 banana sandwich. Do you know what the B in Billy B. Brown is for? Brave. Sometimes Billy B. Brown has to be very brave. Today is one of those days. Billy has a best friend. His name is Jack. Billy and Jack are in the same class at school. Banana sandwich, stripy socks. Every lunchtime, they play on the monkey bars together. Billy hands upside down. Jack swings from one side to the other. Then they climb to the top to eat their lunch. They can see the whole playground from there. It is a good place to eat lunch. Today, a boy from their grade runs over. His name is Sam. Sam stands under the monkey bars and looks up at Billy and Jack. We need another soccer player, he says. Okay, Billy says. She looks at Jack. Let's go. No girls, Sam says. Billy frowns. Why not? He asks. Girls cannot play soccer, Sam says. Billy has never heard of such a silly thing. Rubbish, he says. Anyway, I don't want to play. Soccer is a stupid game. Really? Says Jack. You are a fast runner, Billy. I bet you are good at soccer. But Billy shakes her head. She wants to tell Jack not to go and play. She wants to tell him that if he goes, she will be left all alone on the monkey bars without her best friend. But Billy feels too shy and too cross. When she opens her mouth, nothing comes out. You coming? Sam says to Jack. Sure, says Jack. Want to come and watch, Billy? No, says Billy. I told you, soccer is boring. So Jack swings down to the ground. Then he and Sam jog over to the soccer field. Billy sits by herself on the monkey bars. He has half a banana sandwich left in her lunchbox. Banana sandwiches are her favorite, but Billy doesn't feel hungry anymore. The cross feeling and the sad feeling have muddled up her tummy. She closes the lunchbox and waits for the bell to ring. Chapter 2. When the bell rings, Billy waits for Jack by the water taps. She sees him walking with the soccer boys. He looks very happy. Hey, Billy, Jack says. We won the game. I kicked a goal. You should have seen me. Billy looks at Jack's big smile. He has a gap in his teeth that makes him look funny. Billy laughs. He isn't feeling so cross anymore. Cool, he says. Let's go. We are starting our project today. I'm going to sit with Benny and Sam, says Jack. We're going to make a soccer field. Come and sit with us. Billy cannot make a soccer field, says Sam. Why not? Says Billy. Because you are a girl, says Benny. Girls don't play soccer. Now Billy is mad again. She feels cross with Sam. She feels cross with Benny. But most of all, she feels cross with Jack. Jack is her best friend. They always sit together. I don't want to sit with you boys anyway, she says. I don't want to make a soccer field. Soccer is boring. Billy's tummy starts to feel jumbled up again. She walks quickly away from the boys. She's worried that she might cry. She scrunches her face and her hands until the feelings goes away. Ella and Tracy walk past. Ella and Tracy are best friends. They always do their hair the same way. Billy likes Ella and Tracy, but she doesn't like doing her hair like them. Hey, Billy, says Ella. What are you making for your project? I don't know, says Billy. We're making a circus, says Tracy. Cool, says Billy. Can I be in your group? Sure, says Tracy. But what about Jack? Don't you want to sit with him? You always sit with him. He only wants to play with the soccer boys now, says Billy. Sam and Benny say girls cannot play soccer. They're right, says Ella. Who wants to play soccer? Yuck. Yeah, says Tracy. Soccer is for boys. That's just silly, says Billy. Girls can play soccer too. Suddenly, Billy doesn't feel sad. He doesn't feel bad, and he doesn't even feel mad. Billy B. Brown has an idea. Chapter 3. After school, Jack and his mom are waiting for Billy at the gate. Billy always walks home with Jack because they live right next door to each other. Hi, Billy, Jack's mom says. So did you two have a good day at school? Yeah, says Jack. I play soccer. I kicked the winning goal. That's great, says Jack's mom. She takes their hands to cross the road. What about you, Billy? Did you play too? No, says Billy. I didn't want to. That doesn't sound like you, Billy, Jack's mom laughs. You and Jack do everything together. Billy takes a big breath. She feels nervous. Sometimes you have to be very brave to tell the truth. It can feel scary, but today Billy has decided to be brave. I didn't like it when you play soccer without me, she says to Jack. Don't you want to be my friend anymore? Jack looks surprised. Of course I want to be your friend. You're my best friend, Billy. I thought you didn't want to play with me. Billy feels glad that Jack is still her friend. She was worried that maybe now he will only want to play with the boys. Billy grins. I have an idea, but I will need your help. Come to the park with me when you get home. Jack looks, come to the park with me when you get home? Jack looks at his mom. She nods and smiles. Sure, I can take you kids to the park, she says. Billy, you'd better go and ask your mom. We will meet you out the front of your place in 10 minutes. Okay, says Billy. Jack smiles. He can see that Billy has had one of her super-duper ideas. What are we doing? He asks. I will explain at the park, says Billy. Bring your soccer ball and your red cap. Chapter 4. The next day, Billy's dad walks Billy and Jack to school. Sam is waiting for Jack in the playground. Hey, Jack, says Sam. Playing soccer at lunch? Yep, says Jack. He looks at Billy. They grin. In class, Billy and Jack sit together as normal. But when the bell goes for lunch, Jack runs outside with Sam. Billy stays behind. What do you think Billy and Jack are up to? Jack and Sam eat their lunch in the shade. Then they ran over to the oval. The other team is already there. Hey, look, says Jack. The other team has a new player. The new player is wearing a red cap and red stripy socks. They start the game. Sam plays hard. Benny plays hard. Jack plays the hardest of all, but they are no match for the other team. The new player on the other team is good. Sam and Jack and Benny are fast, but the new player is even faster. The new player runs past the boys and kicks the ball into the goal. Everybody cheers. But not Sam and Benny. They're feeling worried. The other team is winning. The new player is fast, says Sam to Benny. He sure is, says Benny. We don't have anyone that fast on our team. Benny and Sam ran as hard as they can, but they cannot catch the new player in the red cap and stripy socks. Soon the bell rings. The other team has won. Benny and Sam look cross, but Jack looks happy. Why are you smiling? Benny says. We lost. It's unfair, Sam says. The new player's too good. Yeah, says Benny. Who is he anyway? Come and see, says Jack. They walk up to the player with the red cap and stripy socks. The player takes off her cap and smiles. Do you know who it is? It is Billy. It's Billy. Sam and Benny are amazed. You see, says Billy, girls can play soccer. Jack, show me how. A boy from Billy's team walks over. Jack was right, he says to Billy. You are fast. I told you, says Jack. All right, she is a soccer star. Billy looks at Sam and Benny. Maybe I will play on your team one day, she says. Oh, okay. Okay, says Sam and Benny at the same time. Billy smiles, but only if I can be captain, she says. All right, so much for today. See you guys next time. Bye.